Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast. Today, Ricky will be discussing the topic of rest days, just like last week or last episode. My bad.
Hi, guys. So I want to bring something very clear at the beginning of the episode for my point of view, and that having a day off every week and having a rest day for me are very two different things. Days off and rest days, and for my life, are not the same thing. Um, I think a lot of dancers experience this, that usually you're going to the studio 6 days a week and you have one day off. That's what my life was like for 10, 15 years. A lot of the people that I talk to that are dancing and competing right now, it's the same for them at a high level. It's pretty much standard for you to be at the studio at least 6 days a week. And I think most people understand you need at least one day away from the studio to kind of rejuvenate and all of that. So I definitely agree with that. I want to compare this to the 9 to 5 that a lot of people in this world are doing, have experienced. I've never experienced a 9 to 5 until the pandemic started a year ago. I was just your average ballroom dancer going to the studio 6 days per week, having one day off, teaching, doing rounds, taking lessons, going to comps, the norm. um, and then coronavirus happened, and pretty much my entire life literally changed so much since then. And I have had the experience, if we're just talking about an average American adult life, 9 to 5. I don't work 9 to 5 every day, but I do work 5 days a week. I drive to my work. I'm working there anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. And then I come home, I make dinner, I pick up my husband from work. I have stuff to do in the evening, and I start it over the next day for 5 days a week. And then there's 2 days where I don't have to go to work. Now, people always talk about a 9 to 5 mentality and how terrible it is. And I never understood it until I actually experienced it. Because most of the time, when people are working Monday to Friday, every single Monday, people are talking about the Monday blues. And oh my gosh, it's just the Mondayest Monday ever. And everyone is always waiting for Friday. They're waiting for Friday because it's their last day. And then they get 2 whole days off to themselves. And then on Sunday, all they're thinking about is how tomorrow is Monday and they have 5 days to go until their next day off. This is the type of mentality that I heard, but I didn't understand. Now that I've experienced it, I understand it perfectly. And I'm sorry for my language, but it pisses me off literally so much that so many people are stuck in this mentality. And if we take it away from the average American into our dancers' lives, I feel like a lot of dancers can experience it as well, as you're waiting for your one day off. Maybe you had a bad week at the studio and you're like, I just need a day off. I need to relax. I need to go to the beach. I need to go. Like, one thing for me, this was a really unhealthy behavior when I would be like really, really upset, or I just didn't want to be at the studio. Maybe I was arguing with my partner and I just couldn't bear to be there anymore. And I just needed some time to relax, some time to day off. All I would want to do is spend money. All I would want to do is go to the store and buy something. If it was like a food or a drink or a treat, or maybe I wanted to buy like a clothing item for myself or something. I wanted to spend our money so bad. The thing is, we didn't have any money. So as soon as I spent like $20 even, I would instantly regret it. I would instantly feel terrible. But I had this stupid thing inside my brain that's like, I just can't deal with this anymore. I have to act out. And my thing was, I wanted to spend money. For some people, it could be binge eating. For some people, it could be doing something else. Some people, it could be doing some sort of drug, something that makes them feel better. For me, I'm a huge shopper. I love shopping. So I want to spend money any way that I can. Obviously, like I said, that's very unhealthy, but I feel like a lot of people can experience it in their own way. And recently, since the pandemic started, I have been able to change my mentality so much in a much more positive and healthy way, which I'm very, very happy about, and is what I kind of want to share with you guys today. And that on my days off, again, days off, not the same as a rest day. On my days off, I still have a list of things to do to make my days off productive. Now, for me, I have a morning routine. I do it every single day, 5 days per week before I go to work. It usually takes me between an hour and a half and 2 hours to finish every morning. On my days off, which for me, I don't work on Fridays and Saturdays. I only do part of my morning routine. I don't do everything because my body does need rest. One of the things that I do is working out, and I do certain exercises. I can't work out and do those exercises 7 days a week because my body will burn out. And only doing them 5 days a week puts me in a better mentality that's like, I need to push for 5 days. And then I have 2 days where I don't even think about working out unless I want to. I've done my due diligence, and that's that. The other parts of my morning routine, like reading, my meditation, and I have this thing where at the end of every single morning, I take a shower. And at the end of the shower, I put it for as cold water as I can stand, and I wash my whole body in cold water. Sounds absolutely crazy, but those are the three things that I do every single day. So even 7 days a week, I'm always taking my cold shower. I'm always doing my 10 pages of reading, and I'm always doing my meditation in the morning. I do it as soon as I wake up, so I get it done. And literally as soon as I finish that, even on my days off, on the days I'm not going to work, on the days I'm not working out, it makes me feel so much better. And it sets up my mentality for that day that I should appreciate this day off from work. And it puts me in the mentality to actually be productive on my day off, for me to do something I enjoy, and for me not to just do absolutely nothing because I'm so happy that I made it to my day off. I'm just not going to do anything. As soon as I'm not doing anything, I feel terrible. How Dan mentioned in the last podcast, like, I need to have done something to feel like I've done something. And just by doing those three little things, shower takes me less than 10 minutes. My meditation is 10 to 15 minutes. Reading 10 pages, depending on what book I'm reading, will take me anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. I can do that whole routine in less than an hour. 1 hour out of your 24-hour day, for me, makes such a huge difference. And since I've started implementing this, my mentality on my days off from work have been so much better. And I'm actually productive. I can sit here and tell you I am productive 7 days a week. I'm always doing something. I always have something planned. I plan exactly what I'm going to do pretty much every single day of the week. And I'm actually pretty good at getting everything done since I've kind of made this mentality switch. Now, I want to quickly just mention rest days. Rest days are the days where you don't do anything. And I'm kind of a hypocrite because it's April 1st. We've made it through the first 3 months, 2021 completely. And this routine I've been doing every single day, blah, 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 blah. Out of the 3 months that we've completed, I think I've had 3 days that I would call rest days. And rest days for me are days when I'm not going to work and I'm not filming. And because for me, filming a makeup look takes a very long time. It's a whole process. It takes up a very big chunk of my day and a lot of energy. And pretty much every day I'm not working, I'm filming. And every single day I'm not filming, I'm working. So out of the entire year so far, I've had 3 days, which were rest days, which works out to basically 1 day per month where I don't work and I don't film. And on that one day, I actually relax and I do as much of nothing as possible. Now, I still do my meditation, I still do my reading, and I still do my shower that's as cold as possible at the end, because at this point I feel absolutely terrible when I don't do that. But like I said, that's only 1 hour out of my whole day, and I have a rest day where I try to nourish myself. If that means watching a TV show for 3 hours, I'm going to do that. If that means going to the grocery store and buying something that I've always wanted to try and I've never tried it, I'm going to do that. If that means just taking my car, going out on a drive, listening to music and wasting my gas, which I don't like to waste money. Gas is not cheap. On that 1 day per month, I will literally allow myself to go put on my music, turn it up as loud as I want, and just sing and drive around in my car if I want to, which probably sounds crazy. But it's just little things like that for me that makes my rest days not feel like I'm a slug. The worst thing for me is when I sleep way too much. I eat whatever I want. I'm sitting in front of my phone or my laptop or the TV for the whole day. My brain just turns to mush. And I don't like it when my brain turns to mush. I don't think anybody likes that feeling. So even on my rest days, which is about once per month, I do something that makes me happy. Watching a TV show for 3 hours is entertaining, but it does not make me happy. There's a difference. Doing something that makes me happy, that makes me feel alive, it makes me feel good. I want to do that on my one rest day instead of wasting it in front of screens for 12 hours thinking that I'm relaxing. Because believe it or not, looking at front of a screen for 12 hours, your brain isn't relaxing at all. And you're going to waste your entire rest day thinking that you're resting. And you're going to wake up the next day and be like, oh, I had a rest day yesterday. Why do I feel so terrible? That is the worst. When you've been looking forward to your rest day and say, I can do whatever I want. And the next day you wake up feeling terrible, unmotivated, sluggish. Like that is the opposite of what you want on your rest day. So I want to, what I would say, call a productive rest day, which kind of sounds contradictive because it's a rest day, but you're trying to be productive. The thing I'm just trying to push out there that I think would help a lot of people is not pushing so hard that on your rest day, you have nothing left to do anything actually for yourself, to nourish yourself, nourish your body, nourish your brain, nourish your soul, listen to music, eat really, really good food, watch a movie you've been wanting to watch, do something like that. But don't what I would say, veg out. Don't sleep for 15 hours and then have donuts and burgers for the whole day because you've been on such a strict diet that you've just been waiting to have food that you love so much. Don't push yourself to that limit because that's not even going to be a rest day. You're literally just punishing your body if you do that. So that would definitely be kind of my take on days off and rest days and how I have changed my mentality from what it was to what it is now that actually helps me make my days off very productive to what I'm getting done pretty much every single day in the week and make my rest days restful and to take care of myself, but to not rest so much and do anything that the next day I honestly just regret taking that rest day.
Yes. Well, guys, you've heard two different views on how to build your rest day, how to be productive or unproductive, depending on what you want to be. It's your choice, guys. We're just here to throw some ideas out there. If you stayed for the whole episode, if you got this far, you're awesome. We love you, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.